Alright everybody, looks like we're doing some cleanup work, prepping a body for primer. Yes, there are a lot of files, sandpaper, scribers, tools out that goes into it, and that's how we get our body work done to hopefully get a nice paint job like that. So there's a lot more to it than just your paint materials. It all kind of starts with your prep, your cleanup work, and what goes in to the foundation prior to laying that paint down. And that's how we try to get some of these nice paint jobs. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through what I've been working on here for the last close to 2 hours on this Roadrunner. A lot of fun. It's kickback time. Watch your guys' videos, listen to it while I'm chipping away. So let's get into it. Give me a second, I'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Small Car Builds. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a great week. We're out here this morning, got up early, getting a little bit of work done before we go do some family stuff with my daughter being in town. So, working on 68 Roadrunner. This is actually going to double up for 2 builds that I'm involved in. But with any of these kits, there's always, you hear a lot of complaining about flash, mold lines, seams, and I get it. It's not always the funnest thing to work with, but as a model car builder, it's one of the things I've come to enjoy is doing the prep and clean work. You've probably heard me say it before. That is what's going to help your model. The end result is going to show through that prep and clean work. Myself, I know this from years of screwing stuff up when I was younger, and still to this day, how important prep is. Now, this is just my 2 cents. You guys can build however you like, whatever you like. But I've had some folks ask me some paint questions, and in hearing some of the issues they were having, to me it sounded like some of it was coming from prep. So what I did here on this body, and it's going to be really hard to see right now because it's white plastic. I don't know if you can see the haze in the plastic, but that's from taking a piece of this, which is some 400 paper, and going over the body initially. Then I've got a paint paddle here, and on one end we've got probably some, I'm going to guess this is about 200, and this is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 320, just going around hitting your edges, knocking down everything there, going around the edges of the hood, getting those knocked down. Well, I've got the hood, so after cleaning everything out here, so I know now, I don't know if I can hold it so it's visible, but basically I've got good seams, good gaps all the way around there. So I know that's not going to be an issue with paint and clear. Always an important thing. I forgot to do it at times, then the hood doesn't sit right. No fun. Now, scribers. I'm surprised some of my friends had no clue about those. Now, again, for myself, probably a little more important using automotive paints. If you're using enamels, definitely look into these. If you're doing, layered paint jobs, custom paint jobs. What I've done here is one around the doors, the trunk, anywhere you've basically got your panel lines. I don't know if we can, let's see, try to get it to zoom in a little. But very important, and really slow. I mean, this is something that I don't know if I'd say is tedious work, but it's time consuming. What I like to do is it's literally just letting the tool do its job. Especially in the beginning, you're going very slow, very little pressure, and you're just letting the tool go around and create that line in there. It will go, it's a slow process. In my experience, if you go push down, use a lot of pressure, you go out, create a line. Now you got to do some filling work if it's something that primer won't fill in. So take your time, do that. Now files, sandpaper. This is kind of a cheaper paper I picked up. A whole slew of this stuff, pretty cheap on Amazon. This goes from about 80 to 100 grit up to 5,000. I need to get it cut up and figure out a spot for it, but that's what I've been using along with my stick. Then various files. These things, these are little strips. It's almost like they took like nail files and just cut them. Work great. I've got this. These are 80 grits. These are for, wasn't using these here, but just grabbed them to show you. These come in handy again for hitting the edges. I'll take some paper, go around the wheel wells, really good, front, back, basically go through the whole body. Be careful when you're prepping. These little tabs for the bumper, these have been super weak. They've been moving with very, just barely touching them. So be really careful. You don't want to break that stuff off. A couple other things I got that were really cool at Hobby Lobby are these sanding needles. Different grits. They've got a point. They're round. Those come in really handy as well. This is 240. This is 320. Really good tools. Then, of course, your hobby stuff. Now, we have a whole kind of assortment here. Here's one of those hobby needles. Also, metal files, square, round, flat, all kinds of stuff here. These are a great investment. You can get cheaper ones. You can get really nice ones. I would definitely recommend getting some of those. Start out with the cheap ones and little by little accumulate some nicer ones, because you'll use those on, for me, pretty much every build. Same with your scribers. There are several different scribing tools. This is a bare metal one. I forgot the brand of this one, but look like little dental tools. Those would probably work too. Then I've got other scribers over there. So that's just some of what I do here on this. It still needs some work. I've been working on this now for close to an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's fine. I'll get it all cleaned up, get it ready for primer. Prior to priming this, I will take and rub it down with some rubbing alcohol, let it air out, and then we'll get some light coats of primer, see if there's any other body work that I missed, and go back with it there. But that is kind of how I address and start some of the prep work that goes into some of my paint jobs. And again, everybody's different. This is just my 2 cents. So thought I'd do a quick video on that after talking to a couple of friends, hearing some issues they were having and a couple questions they had. I think some of what I heard, at least I believe, is coming more on the prep end. And I get it. I think we all at some point complain about what we spend and what we get, but that, unfortunately it is what it is. It's not perfect, and that's what makes modeling part of the experience. And some of the artwork is taking stuff that may not be the most favorable kit to start with, whether you're building out of the box, whether you're adding parts to it. But it's all part of the fun, and the more you do it, the better you'll get, just like anything else. So quick video here, guys. Happy Friday. Let me know what you think. Let me know how some of your prep work is. And as I wrap this thing up and get ready for primer, I'll come back, show you guys what I've got, any issues I ran into. I've got a few things here I could talk further about, but I'll actually wait till the next video before primer, or once it's initially in primer, and see what we got. So let me know what you guys kind of do on your end prep work. You know, if you guys are using scribers, going around the body, washing it, stuff like that. Curious to hear. So have a good Friday, guys. We will see you back with another video, if not tomorrow on Sunday, for Model Cars and Coffee. Have a good one. Check out our description. Check out the page supporters, sponsors. Truly appreciate them all. Some good discount codes in there. Get over there, check their stuff out, and we'll catch you guys later.